Hi, Doug Burke from Doug Burke's Tackle. Here's Stuart Gross. How are you, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Mate, you had a bit of a fishing week this week. You had a few days off, but you went fishing.
I went fishing one day, Doug.
How was it?
And considering that this is apparently a fishing week for me, what's every week for you? I think I'm entitled to one day fishing. Dougie, how many days did you fish or go out in a vessel this week?
No.
Next question.
So this fishing report's for the Friday 13th. Do stuff, Stewie. That means bad fishing for you, mate, but good for me always. And 14th and 15th of December. We're getting so close to Chrissy.
We are.
We're getting close to pelagic season. It's already started, folks.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you about it in a minute. And we've still got a bit of dirty water, Stu.
Yeah, a little bit of dirty water. So
you went the other day. What happened, mate?
I went on Monday.
Yep.
I went jigging with the guys from... Totally forgot.
Yeah, anyhow, from a jigging company. Asians, they're very...
Can't tell you too much.
Were they good, though?
Oh, they're very good.
Mate, those guys, any of the Asian jiggers are like the best. We learn from them immensely.
They're really, really good.
My son Jack was there, and he was out jigging. Jack was outdone, and Stu was outdone. But he caught up a little bit at the end, mate.
Yes, Dougie.
Yeah, what did you catch, mate?
We caught some Samson fish, some amberjacks, some kingies. We caught pearl woolies. We caught pigfish. We caught a bit of everything, Dougie.
Hey, nice.
Mixed reef.
Nice.
Yeah, all on jig, so all jig and metal. And it was really, really good.
Okay, mate. Bit of fast jigging, a bit of slow jigging.
Yeah.
I was jigging in the tackle shop here working away, guys, so you know that. But anyhow,
first time for everything.
Let's get on with this. So, guys, we'll start actually on the jigging out wide. So
50 fathoms. We went up northeast 50s.
Yep.
Caught a few Samson fish and kingies, Dougie.
They're up there all the time, guys.
Yeah.
Also, they smashed them down. A couple of customers did well down at Deep Southern. Really big fish, though. Like they got a couple around 20 kilos.
Yeah.
And lost bigger. And actually quite lost a few jigs,
Yeah.
They're big fish down there, but it's a great spot. So it's down off Tweed Heads.
Yep.
About 28.10 or 28.12, depends which area you want to fish off it.
Yep.
Stu, you had much current, a little bit of current.
A little bit of current, but if you move, say, 50 metres out further, or 100 metres out, you had like 3 knots. So there's a fair bit of current and you're like right on the edge of it. So we fished with Ross, Lucky Strike, very good driver. No tangles.
Very good charter boat.
All of the lines straight up and down. Dougie, you probably could learn a fair few things off Ross. Anyway, but very good.
Okay.
You'll probably learn a few things off me too, but anyway.
We've
tried to teach you a few things.
I've learned the bad things. Anyhow, we'll keep going. So, Stewie, you guys didn't troll much at all, but I know the guys that went out wide during the week got a few blue marlin around, guys, at the moment, and a couple of big ones too. And some big striped marlin, like 100 kilo plus, all outside of 100 metres, just outside of 100 metres. The blues are out a bit further, of course.
Yep.
And there's quite a few tuna caught this week. So there's that big upwelling down south. It's not out here, but the tuna are out here at the moment.
Yeah.
So anywhere sort of between 300, 280 and about 1280 metres, that is. So it's quite deep. So in that area. And just look for birds, look for the thermocline, look for fish on the boat and bait on the fish on the boat. And a couple of guys caught them down off Tweed casting as well again, casting stick baits and poppers.
Yeah.
They got like 4 or something, or 3, so not a bad innings. And the fish are about 35 to about 50 kilos.
Yep.
The ones that land, which are beautiful eating tuna. Stewie, so little blacks. So there's some bigger little blacks too amongst them, but they've been out on sort of that back edge of the 50 fathom reef on top. So if you want to go up north, right off where the king grounds are, or even further north, and then just troll zigzag between about 84, but go out to about 89 metres first, guys, and come back into 84, because it's 84 metres for about 10 k's. So you need to be on the outside edge of it, okay? So going out to 89 metres, then zigzag back into 84, and just zigzag down south. You're doing probably around about a 2 or 3k horizontal zig, and go down south. It'll probably take you about 3 or 4 hours to go from, say, off the pin down to east of the seaway, doing that. 6 knots. Trolling skirts, lures, Stu.
Yep.
Like so. Now, Stu, what colours you got there, mate?
These are pretty good. These are very good. I like fat boy lures.
I've been told to keep quiet at this moment. Okay, Stu, tell.
These are going to be the 2 best skirts this year. I'm calling it. I'm putting my money on these 2. Because guess what, Dougie? We got Disco Stew. It's actually called Disco Stew, everybody. Vanilla Grice.
Now, Stu,
now Dougie, I actually designed this colour.
Well, your surname is Grice, right?
That's my last name, yeah. And this is a very good... Anyone that knows me knows that I can bust out a rhyme pretty good. And yep, Dougie, whatever.
You're
And
very good
look,
at doing the raps.
these are going to work. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you're local around here, or even if you're interstate, you call us up, you say, I want the 2 best fat boy lures on the wall. The staff are going to know because I've trained them well. We're going to get these bad boys for you. These are going to smack them.
I noticed they got a pay rise because they seem to be selling the lures to you. I don't know what the deal is there, but
Whatever they reckon.
Yeah.
Well, you reckon you've got your colour coming, Dougie. When's that coming?
so it's in production, mass production actually. So,
Doesn't need to come. We're going to mass produce 2 because they ain't going to work. Anyway, no one's ever going to lose one of them.
guys,
Dougie.
we've got a massive
We've got
range
heaps.
of fat boy lures just rocked up in all sizes and all colours.
Yep.
And we also got a massive range of Peter's lures,
Yep,
Peter lures.
Coolers, Dougie, you
Yep.
got a couple of fish
Yeah, I've
prints
got a couple
there,
of, I just bought the fish pins at this time to show, but downstairs
Yep.
we've got
every colour.
every colour under the sun. And obviously Brad J is probably our biggest seller. We've already sold out of one of the heads. We've got some more in today.
Yep.
So they're back on the wall again. But yeah, the fish prints, like last few years they've been out, they've been phenomenal. And they catch everything. So from in close in 20 metres out to 220 metres, doesn't matter. And obviously they do bigger sizes too, for blues and stuff like that. But the little fellas like Stewie showed you before, up to about that size there, which is about 8 inches.
8-inch skirt, yeah.
That's about as big as what we'll be trialling for the little blacks. And bycatch is going to be dolphin fish and going to be wahoo. Now the dolphin fish have been around in good size
They've
and
been
quite
very
good
good
numbers.
average. Yeah.
And the reason being, everyone's trolling skirts. Instead of going to the fad and chucking out pillows or live baits and catching the little ones, they're trolling just out along the edge of the reef, like I said, on the 50s, or if you're getting out 36 fathoms, go up off the pin or a bit further north and troll down, go out to 68 metres and come into 64. And just zigzag in that depth all the way down. Unless you find something floating in the water, of course, stop, troll around it, chuck a pilly out and see what's there.
Yeah.
But
one thing when we were out on Monday is there was so much bait up Dougie, up in 36 fathoms, outside edge, off the pin, and there was heaps of those little
frigate mackerel.
frigate mackerel and tunas and stuff like that, jumping everywhere. We passed a couple of balls that were pretty tight. There was fish working them.
Yeah, right.
So I'd definitely be having a look around that 36
So you
fathom
drove past the tight balls of fish
to go jigging.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Dedication.
Cool. Dedication. Yep. Okay. So they say you should never change your tactics.
Well, we
went
did.
jigging, and
We went jigging.
Well done,
That's
Stuart.
right.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the trolling scene. So look, there's been fishing close. We all know the water's dirty, right? Got real dirty 2 Fridays ago. Big heavy rain.
Yeah.
Hin's Dam still spewing over. It's gone from about 110 or it was down to about 104, 103%. I was out in the Broadwater this morning, had a little bit of poke around, and on the run-in tide, it was on the north side of the wave break isle, the water was running north with the run-in tide.
Yep.
At the end of the run-in tide was about 6:30, and on the south side of the seaway, where it should be running south with the run-in tide, it was actually running north. So that
more water pushing out.
Yeah, and the dirty water pushed right up to just the southern side of wave break. That's where the white froth was, and the brown met the semi-clear.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of water coming out of the Nerang when it can push the tide right up to there.
Yeah.
And that was high tide nearly, so it wasn't going any further than that.
No.
So, guys, that's all going to obviously start running out. All that dirty water goes out the front.
Yep.
And it's sort of semi-clear. I went out for a bit of a run offshore this morning, and it was like a semi-clear once you get outside the seaway. It wasn't too bad. That was high tide. And look, I went out to about 40 minutes deep, and it was getting a little bit better.
Yep.
But for today, I was going to check it out. And but I'd start trolling probably in that close actually. And dirty water, you catch fish.
We heard of a few marlin caught on that Monday, Dougie, in like 50
That's
metres.
right.
So
That's right,
24
mate.
fathoms.
And that was really dirty on Monday.
Yeah, it was green.
Yeah.
It wasn't dirty, it was green.
Okay. So if you want to get a little boat, you just want to go for trolls weekend, because this weekend the weather is really good. Saturday's ridiculous, supposedly 6 to 10 knots. They said that yesterday it was like 15 knots, or the day before, sorry. But you went out. What day did you go? Wednesday. Monday.
Yeah.
Right. Did you?
Monday was 15.
Okay, well, Wednesday was meant to be really calm, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
but anyhow, or Tuesday, whatever that was.
Yep.
But so guys, it's hopefully meant to be really good on Saturday. I think it's 6 to 10 knots from the east.
Yep. Pretty well.
Yeah, give it a crack. But there's subtly today and last night and tomorrow morning, so that might push that clean water in even more. Okay, that's enough of the trolling, I think.
Yeah. Well, so, actually, just a real quick one, though. Yeah. You know what? This is another reason why
Here we go again.
vanilla grass will be such a good lure. Lumo underskirt, Lumo overskirt. It's going to stand out in that dirty water, Dougie.
Okay.
And it's a natural colour.
Is it a UV colour?
That's UV to the max.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't checked it, but I reckon it would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starting to happen. Have a torchy.
It's just elite, mate.
Have a torchy.
Go hard, mate. Torch with no battery in it. That's pretty effective.
Well,
that's really good. Yeah.
Okay, next. Okay, so bottom fishing, guys. The bottom fishing is good too. You guys got
Bottom
some nice pearlies.
We got some nice pearlies.
And a lot
and
of our
stuff.
customers got a lot of pearlies too.
Just
big
the
ones.
current is the biggest thing. So
Yep.
if you're on that outside edge of the 50s, current's a problem.
But if you got
But if you're on
electrics,
inside,
if you got electrics, you can just drop a kilo down, just go smack them.
you can.
Yeah. So anyhow, it's up to you guys. But there's quite a few flame snapper caught. There's rubies caught. Even in that current, doesn't matter if you got electrics. You just put on bigger leads. They don't, the reel doesn't know that you're putting on big leads. They just drop it down, hit the bottom, and pull your fish up. Fish bite well in the current. Simple rule. Yeah. Bite real hard. Actually, they're hungry. They're working hard. Yeah. So if you want to go deep dropping this weekend, perfect weather for it. Give it a crack. If you want to go trolling out wide, give it a crack. If you're going to go fishing the 50s, jigging, it's still worth it. It's back up a little bit. You backed up a bit.
Yeah, backed up a lot. Fair bit.
Yep. And if you want to go fish the 36s, FAD 12B's got plenty of dolphin fish, but it's going to be a car park. It is the only FAD this side of Burley Heads.
Yes. There
are down on Tweed Heads as FADs, and there's also off Morton, but just add here, that's it. But as I said, troll the reef all the way down, north to south, and with the current going south, and you'll catch them as well. Yep. Okay, in closer, there's a few good snapper caught in close too, Stuart. I'm just on 50 metres and 45 metres. And still the odd cobia, some good cobia caught. So even though the water's dirty, the fish is still there. So give that a crack. Haven't heard much in the way of longtails the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Might be there, but I don't know. And the mackerel, while they were here, we knew there were spotties here, and this was, I got a nice Spanish I saw Monday, was it? I think.
Yeah, there was 12, a few caught earlier.
12 kilo. Yeah. So they're starting to show up, and the water this morning, there was I had 24 degrees, 24.5, I think. Yeah. So it's not too bad a temperature, even though it's dirty. But we catch fish in that greeny, dirty water.
Well, generally it's clear underneath it.
Yeah, that's right. So, they'll be down deeper. Yeah.
And trolling pilly rigs, Dougie. Yeah, probably the best all rounder for this time of year and catching fish.
100%, Stuart. So this time of year, just put on some pillies or little slimies or yakkers, dead ones, of course, and troll those very slowly over Mermaid. Palmy Reef was where it normally always starts.
That's right. Yep.
Go down Palmy and have a crack. All the guys are down on skis, trolling these things around. Yep. They just work so well. We make these in-house. They're great lure. And just throw your bait in there. We can show you how to do it. Yep. Stewie, other than that, got the bottom fishing. The spanner crab fishery opens up not for another week yet. So we'll talk about that next week. Yeah. 20th, I think it is. So that's about for offshore. Yep. And a few wahoo caught, trolled the lures around. Some good ones too, like 20 kilo size. Okay, jumping pin, Stuart. What's that with jumping pin, mate? Besides crabs and more crabs and more crabs. Yeah. Around the mouth of the Logan.
Yeah, definitely. So after all that rain, obviously, a lot's been flushed out, Dougie. So look, I wouldn't be fishing up the Logan or anything like that. I'd be fishing the mouth of the Logan and towards the bar, trying to chase that little bit more salty water. But if you're chasing sharks and stuff like that, like little bullies, we've got a lot of customers catching a lot around the power lines at the moment, Dougie. So
100%.
Yeah, anchoring on the edge of the channels, floating back baits and liveys and stuff like that. Been getting lots of little bullies, medium-sized ones as well. Yeah. Apart from that, in the actual bar itself, lots of dewies and lots of flatties. So it's washed a lot of that bait out. It's washed a lot of the fish that normally move upriver this time of year. They've come out, and there's been some really good ones around.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a couple of customers saying they haven't been having much luck on the eels recently, but doing really well on cut baits.
Yeah, like for sharks. Yeah,
for sharks. Yeah, and mullet fillets.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And jumping pin area, like Dewey's been in the bar there, low tide, high tide. Yep. Our is the side before the tide runs too hard. Yep. Has been good. Big plastics, soft plastics, just tea bag at the bottom, or live baits, of course, Stuart.
Yep. Or vibes. Vibes not too bad, like that type of size. 30 grams. You need something with a little bit of weight because you're fishing pretty deep water. Yep.
It's funny how the little barrow looked like a cow, a heifer cow, actually, sort of thing. Anyhow, we'll keep going. Stewie, whiting. So the water's semi-clear, definitely clear around high tide, semi-clear around high tide at the pin. So I'd be definitely fishing whiting those last three. There's three now. Lagoons, you can call them, at the end of South Straddy, northern end of South Stradbroke. So give that a go for the whiting. Unmated yabbies fishing up low. Or, I haven't got any here, they're downstairs because we keep running out of them. But the new S-Tackle Yabbylicious would definitely be worth a go.
Definitely.
Yep. Give that a go. Stuart, back down the Broadwater in town, obviously a few sand crabs starting to show up now, so the water's getting a bit clearer.
Water's getting a bit clearer.
On the northern side of Waybreak, not the southern side, but the southern side this morning I saw a heap of crab pots out all the way up the channel, actually edge. So maybe they are getting sand crabs in that dirty water. I put them on the northern side. And the muddies were definitely worth a try up, probably around Coomera Bar.
Yeah.
And in the Coomera, around Century Cove area. Give that a go. Stuart, the whiting back away break, or normal spots, just in front of Aqua Building.
Bank out the front of
Yeah. You got really nice morning high tides at the moment, so great tides to fish as well. There's not much swell as well, folks, so if you're going to put fish to the beach, worth a fish on the beach for a whiting, because that's where they'll all be. They'll all be out in that nice clean water in the surf. And just get yourself some beach worms or yabbies and go fish the surf.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there's not much swell. Try around just the southern side of the sand pump and jetty. I like fishing about 50 metres away from it, pretty close to it actually. My line of sight swings around under the jetty when it goes around the current. Or try up around the car park at SeaWorld.
Yep.
At SeaWorld. And further down, Mermaid's pretty good. Tugan's not too bad as well. Yeah, give that a go. And inside the mouth of Currumbin and Talbudger Creeks, give that a go.
Yep.
Stewie, obviously the White River have been a little bit quiet for that fresh coming down.
Yeah.
So they'll be out in the Broadwater again. Might be worth a go actually if you're foreshore fishing as well, either around the seaway where the rock wall ends and you're facing back towards Labrador along that sandy part of the spit inside the Broadwater, or maybe at Labrador on the foreshore there near Charis down to Bigger Creek. Give that a go. Trolling, like the water looked pretty good for flatties this morning around crab. It was actually quite clean around crab.
Yeah.
So that'll be worth a crack, and maybe for sand crabs as well around crab overnight.
Yep.
Be worth a go as well. Okay, Stu, what else we got here, mate? So,
look, high tide early morning, Dougie. I'd definitely be throwing some bigger hard bodies up on top of the flats. So as you said, around Crab Island, over Portuguese Bay, which is where the trees end after the seaway, that type of thing. Work those up in that shallow water, and you should get a few bigger flatties this time of year. So look, flatties are an all year thing. They move up into the shallows to feed, and those bigger ones go up into the shallows during summer to chase whiting.
You like casting that sort of stuff, Stu?
Yeah, little plastics as well, just around the tufts.
Yeah. I haven't tried the new Samaki live prawns, live shrimp yet, but we sell lots of them. We've got customers that use them all the time.
Great lure.
Yeah, great lure for casting up on the edge of banks and around weed as well.
Yep.
Stewie, vibes.
Yeah, little vibes as well. When the bait's really small, so particularly around that seaway area, when you get those little clouds of all the little white bait this time of year, those little fellas there.
Yeah, there's a few birds where you don't have to tailor or tarpon or queenies, but there's a few little bust ups sort of just north of Waybreak this morning, the edge of the channel, western side of the channel. Stewie, Jack. So the Jacks there's been a few around in the canals, but again, it's still dirty. Runaway Bay canals are very dirty at the moment. Yep. So, yeah, maybe got to wait another week or something till that. Not too much rain, hopefully. Yep. But definitely worth a crack if you've got nothing else to do. Go cast off the shore or troll around the bridges or whatever.
Yep.
Stu, that's probably on the inside up the dams, mate. Hinds Dam still flying over, but you can't fish. You can't go to the eastern boat ramp. It's closed at the moment, as far as I know, because you're not getting sucked out the spillway, but it could happen. But you got to fish up the back blocks. So the western boat ramps are open. Yep. And up the back blocks the best area to fish anyhow. So
So newly flooded area.
Yep.
Lots of little bugs and stuff coming out of the grass. Try top water early morning, late Arvy. Been a few toga up there, Dougie, and of course bass. And then look, if you're going to fish more the basin-y type area or the deeper like tree edges and stuff like that, a lot of those bass are going to be sulking because of it. They've had so much water coming into the dam, rapid change in water temp, and it generally rolls it over. Yep. I'd just be heavy vibing, so something around, say, half ounce. Try to find a school on the bottom and just vibe it in front of their faces.
And these big bad boys here, mate, is that for up at the
That's a bit of
Mondrian
a barra stuff, Dougie. Yeah.
So we're going up to Mondrian again in a few weeks' time, Stu, is that correct, mate?
Yeah.
You're going up to learn from me, and I'll show you how it's done.
Teach you a few things.
Okay, Jeff away. We'll soon find out. Hold us to this one, guys. So Stu, but that's the sort of stuff we're casting.
Slow rolling or slow trolling.
Yeah, slow trolling it, that's right. So guys, before we go, we've got one more thing to tell you about, and you probably already know about it, but we're going to tell you again, because it is worth it. So every $100 spend you do in our store, it's meant to be per sale, so as long as it's over $100. But you could probably, if you're not busy, maybe go through a couple of times. But not 10 times. But anyhow, Stu doesn't like that idea. Because we're busy. But anyhow, you jump that QR code down there, scan it, take a picture of your docket, send it all through, and Each tackle well store in Australia is giving away 12 grand's worth of product. It's a chosen product. You can take that lot, but there are like stellar reels and there's some dive stuff and lots of really good stuff too of our own branding. So it's a total combined of nearly $500,000 of stuff. So each store's giving away 12 grand, including our store, of product. So get into it, guys. Like, why would you shop when you announce when you can get into
that's right.
You know? And the price is going to be all right. We match anything online, if not even better. And so the pricing is right, okay? And the advice is definitely not too bad. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so guys, don't forget to jump onto our Instagram page, let your friends know, follow us on Facebook, whatever. And we got all there. You guys look at our YouTube, learn from our YouTube, please. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of customers like the joint that are enhancing their fishing from watching Stewie and a little bit of me. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see you again next week. Bye.
Thanks guys. Bye.